They be saying people forgot about me. Let's see if they forget about me. A beautiful man outside the ring. But oh man, I'm like a devil on horns in the ring.
In life, some people work hard to get to the top of their profession. They scrape, they claw, they work their fingers to the bone, just to find out it's just as lonely at the top as it was at the bottom. Welcome to Outside the Ropes, TEOFIMO Lopez. Just 6 years and 7 months into his professional boxing career, TEOFIMO Lopez has fought 20 times with 19 wins and a single loss. As of July 2023, Lopez's boxing record stands at 19-1 with 13 KOs. He won the Ring Junior welterweight belt against Josh Taylor, beating him by unanimous decision after 12 rounds on June 10th, 2023. After the fight, out of nowhere he just retired, leaving some to wonder about his mental health. So let's take a deeper dive into the mental health of TEOFIMO Lopez.
Now let's go and help the young amateur fighters. Let's go help those guys and show them that there's other ways to do it too. You know, probably even better than how I did it.
Switching gears a little bit.
How's my father? He doesn't believe I'm retired. My mother doesn't believe I'm retired. No one really believes that I'm retired, but I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna be a slave in this shit. I'm not a slave. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna wear a damn diamond chain to be a slave. I'm not on that. You know, my thing is really, I respect myself. I love myself. I love thyself, and I know how to sell myself, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna sell thyself again.
When it came to the 2023 boxing schedule, few fights offered the potential of the 140-pound title bout between former WBO champion Josh Taylor, when he put his unbeaten record on the line against former lightweight king TEOFIMO Lopez Jr. Taylor at the time had a 19-0 record with 13 KOs. He was no longer the undisputed champion after either vacating or being stripped of his 3 belts for refusing to make a mandatory defense of the belts. And the fight was also taking place inside the theater at New York Madison Square Garden instead of the main arena, which brash Lopez 18-1 with 13 KOs at the time publicly questioned, creating a rare moment where the two fighters agreed upon something in the build to the fight. This matchup spoke for itself as a pairing between two exciting and skilled fighters with wildly contrasting styles. So why was a large portion of the pre-fight narrative focused so much on the mental state of Lopez?
I'll tell you like this, man. You know why I say I'd kill this man? It's because I want to die low-key. At least if I die doing what I love.
You want to die?
Yeah, but only in my ring, you know? Can't die outside the ring.
No. You gotta explain yourself that you're willing to die in the ring. That's what you're trying to say.
It's cool, man. Just ask me the questions.
Well, that's an entirely different can of worms altogether. If we're being honest, chaos has been the norm for Lopez in both his personal and professional life ever since the 2021 upset loss to George Gambosa Jr. And if we're being really honest with ourselves, chaos has actually been there all along, typically in the form of family drama. It's just that Lopez has previously done a much better job of keeping his composure despite all of the noise. The craziest thing about it all is that Lopez is still just 25 years old, yet he has already accomplished an incredible amount as a professional, including unseating pound for pound Lomachenko in 2020, then upsetting Josh Taylor just earlier this year, then retiring. But what's even crazier is that many boxing experts are openly questioning whether he can ever be the same fighter again. I think he's gonna prove them wrong.
At 140, do you feel like 147's in the future, hypothetically, if Teo unretires one day?
No, you know, my thing is 140 felt great. You know, I think now my body has finally got comfortable at it. It finally caught up to the 140 division. Feels great now, you know, and I think I showed that on this past weekend.
The fuel for this speculation has been the consistent bizarre comments from Lopez, which began in the fallout of the Gambosa loss, when he blamed the streaming network DAZN for paying off the judges for him to lose. But they continued in earnest before and after the Taylor fight, coinciding with the fallout of Lopez's ongoing divorce, as he revealed that his wife is seeking half of his earnings while keeping their son away from him. Lopez has done very little traditional media beyond what was mandated by Top Rank for promotional purposes, but multiple guest spots on YouTube-based Punch Drunk Boxing podcasts in recent months produced a bevy of inflammatory headlines, including Lopez, who was born in Brooklyn, New York, to Honduras immigrants, accusing Top Rank of favoring quote-unquote black fighters over him while taking multiple shots at ESPN commentators Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley for biased coverage. When asked recently the million-dollar question surrounding his mental state, Lopez told Punch Drunk Boxing that he couldn't be happier. Quote, "I'm at peace, man," Lopez said. "I don't have a parasite sucking me dry going home. I think that's what it was, man. People were on the run for their money. For 5 years I was dealing with that. I had to learn along the way. God made me go through life, made me go through the cycle of it. I still have my soul, I still have my mind, still have my body here with me," end quote. In another statement he said, quote, "I noticed I wasn't having fun anymore, was taking it too serious. I was putting a lot of weight on my shoulders because of what I said, which I felt was the truth. I speak what I speak, and I don't really keep my mouth quiet. That puts me in situations sometime," end quote. The rift between Lopez and Top Rank began when the fighter helped force a purse bid for the Gambosa fight, ending with the bout being moved to DAZN after a winning bid from Eddie Hearns of Matchroom Sports. Lopez not only lost to Gambosa, but was hospitalized with a torn esophagus, suffered in training camp, and was told by doctors he was lucky the fight didn't kill him.
Paranoid because they're looking for motivation. When you say everyone's against you, it sounds to me paranoid. And the reason I'll say that is because it seems to me like everyone wants to like you.
I think it's just the way I do things. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying is really the way I'm trying to set a better tone for these young athletes and young fighters. I mean, they really got to use their brain more than they do in just fighting and competing.
After the Gambosa loss, Lopez moved up to 140 and scored a pair of victories, but they were without criticism for those who question whether his power has carried up with him. In his fight before Josh Taylor, Lopez edged out late replacement Sandor Martin, while showing far fewer glimpses of his brilliance he once flashed as a lightweight. Just like clockwork, Lopez found himself yet again in hot water when he told Punch Drunk Boxing that the only thing he loves most about boxing is that, quote, "I could kill a guy and get away with it," end quote. If that wasn't enough, Lopez then doubled down by sharing his plans to literally kill Josh Taylor, and responded to the controversy on Fight Hub TV saying he doesn't regret saying a thing. Quote, "This is what I mean. Boxing is soft," said Lopez. "I was going to pass away against the Gambosa fight because of the injury I had in that fight, literally. I thank God that I am still here. But if I had passed, they would do a 10-bell count and people would miss me for a little bit, and then I would be forgotten. I am not apologizing for my comments. No, if he dies, he dies. People have to die in sports. This is what it comes with. It's a part of sport. I'm not someone that apologizes. I know people want to punish me for those words, but what the F are they going to punish me for? Because I'm speaking a truth that people die when they go inside the ring and fight? Sorry, my words are too strong. Sorry that you are too sensitive to understand the truth of what we do this for. If you don't like it, don't sign up for boxing. If you don't like it, don't watch boxing. Go watch MMA. Those guys die less. The concern for Lopez from the boxing public should be about the exact nature of his current mental state, and not simply a debate whether he can continue to box and be the legend that it seemed like he was gonna be, especially considering it was only 2 years ago that he admitted to seriously considering taking his own life ahead of the Gambosa fight. Quote, "People will call you crazy and say you can't be too outspoken about certain things," end quote, Lopez said. Quote, The most intelligent ones are crazy, sorry to say. The ones very awoke in that area are really crazy, yes, end quote. Quote, when you see death, chase it, end quote. As of July 10th, when I'm making this video, Teofimo Lopez is still retired. Not sure if he's gonna continue to be retired, but I hope he can get his head right before he gets back into the ring. And if he don't get back into the ring, I just hope that he can get his mind right, because it seems like he's headed down the wrong path. The beefing with his family, his dad, his ex-wife, I just hope he can get it together. I've seen too many stories like this one, and most of the time they don't end well. So Teo, if you're listening, which I'm pretty sure you're not, I wish you nothing but the best, man, and I hope you can get your life together and move forward in life. Thanks for watching. I've been Shawn Mac. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And get in that comment section as well and tell me where you think Teofimo Lopez mind state is, and where should he go, and who should he mess with, and who should he not mess with. Just let me know what you think about Teofimo's life and his mental state right now. Once again, thanks for watching. Outside the ropes, Teofimo Lopez.